Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on disneyplus, and I'm here at the D23 Expo, and I've got Bertie Gregory to speak to you today about Epic Adventures, which it literally is. Really enjoyed the series, really liked it. But I've got to ask, what does it feel like being here in America for the D23 Expo?
It's all pretty crazy. Yeah. It's funny, lots of people have been asking about how scary it was to be in the water with a big leopard seal in Antarctica. And yeah, walking down the aisles here is way more scary. Yeah.
And have you had a chance to look around? Or
Yeah. No, I've been wandering around. Amazing to see what goes into some of the other genres of things that I never normally get to see. I mean, the amazing thing was down at the Marvel stand, all the costumes and the attention to detail in them is really cool.
Did you get to go into the journey Imagineer where you got to hang on your own rope and get a photo?
I did watch that. I didn't want to Photoshop myself onto myself. I thought that would be weird.
Yeah, I thought, I've got to give that one a go. But I've got to say, with the series, how did it feel kind of being all interconnected with like Disney Plus Day and kind of that whole kind of epicness?
Yeah, amazing. I mean, to see, a wildlife show alongside Thor and Cars and Pinocchio, it was pretty surreal. But amazing that, a wildlife program is getting that platform, because I feel like, we need the more, the state of the natural world is not a good one, and the more people we can get excited about it, the better. Yeah,
and kind of which was your favourite episode to kind of film?
I think both my favourite and the most challenging was the episode about the Antarctic fin whales, so tracking ocean giants, just because it was the most ambitious, the stakes were the highest, the adventure to get there, living on a 75-foot ice-strengthened sailboat and sailing across the Drake Passage, that infamous stretch of water between South America and Antarctica. And we thought we were going to fail so many times. The weather was awful. We had like 6 good days of filming in a month because the weather was so bad. And then for it all to come together at the end and just see 300 fin whales, the biggest gathering of fin whales ever, in front of big snowy mountains, and to film that with drones and get in the water with it was,
Yeah, I mean, it looked amazing doing it. Which of the toys did you like the most? Was it the submarine or the drones?
I mean, drones are amazing because you get, an aerial perspective that a lot of the times we're taking drones to places for the first time. So you know that you are literally seeing something that no other human being has seen, and that's pretty exciting. I mean, in the case of the crowned eagle episode, seeing a crowned eagle is pretty rare. Seeing a crowned eagle hunting is really challenging. So to get a drone over the top of that, getting an eagle's eye view of an eagle hunting was crazy, because normally they're jungle specialists, so you just don't see them because they're zooming through trees. Whereas if you get above them, suddenly you can. So that's probably my favorite toy. That or the underwater scooter in the dolphin episode. Yeah, I was like, my 13-year-old inner self was just going.
I know, as someone that has also kind of got their scuba diving license, I loved all the underwater stuff and sort of seeing it all. But was there any particular challenge that you found the hardest out of all of them?
The hardest challenge, I think it wasn't necessarily like a skill. It was more just like keeping going. In the case of the dolphin episode, we talk about the fact that we failed to film our main goal, and I love that about the format. We can be honest. You scroll through Instagram at the moment and everyone's just winning, which is not how real life works. So nice to be able to talk about that. And we just spent day after day stood on the boat staring at the horizon at nothing and just thinking, what are we doing here? And so that was the hardest thing, was just to keep positive, keep going. And I learned a lot about that, a lot about myself, a lot about how nature works. And if you're passionate and you're persistent, Mother Nature might not give you the thing that you're looking for, but she'll give you something else that you could never have dreamed of. And that's what ended up happening in that episode.
There's quite a few episodes where you kind of had things happen that you maybe hadn't planned on, which I thought, again, it just made it more refreshing. It wasn't quite so rehearsed of everything kind of coming.
Well, normally, I've been filming on wildlife documentaries for 6 or 7 years, and we usually go away with a very specific brief, and we'll do a month-long shoot for a 4 or 5 minute sequence within an hour-long show. And because you're so focused, we often, because you're in amazing places, see other animals that aren't your target doing something crazy, and you don't film it because it's not part of the story. Whereas Epic Adventures, we take loads of toys, loads of great people, and we film everything we see. So it's cool.
And can you give us any hints of what might come up in season 2?
No, is the short answer. But what I can say is that when National Geographic and Disney asked us to go away and do a season 2, I was really worried because we've done really well on season 1. We saw some crazy things, had some great adventures. And season 2, you have to level up, right? We're halfway through filming. I'm going on a shoot on Monday for the 4th episode, and so far it's going very, very well. That's all I can say.
I got to say as well, having a lot of a British presenter on a big Disney Plus show, it's like the way that you sort of just talk to people so different to the US one. Do you think that's going to help the show? Because I personally thought it was much better.
Not biased at all.
No, not biased at all.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about being British in America is everyone immediately, when you open your mouth, thinks that you're really clever. Which, I'm running with that facade as long as it'll take me.
Okay, and as my final question, and you can't use Epic Adventures, what is your favourite Disney Plus original so far?
Favourite Disney Plus original? Oh, there have been some really good ones. I really enjoyed... I'm only allowed one. I'm a big Mandalorian fan, mainly because not only is it really cool stories and great characters, but I love that a lot of the animals that are from other planets have interesting resemblances to animals on planet Earth, and it's just interesting to get in the artists' heads and be like, oh, they obviously saw that animal and combined it with that one. That's kind of cool.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much, and obviously you can find Epic Adventures right now on Disney Plus. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe. Also a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.